We started implementing, there was no concept of endless data plan in the in that geography. There was also a consideration of security and the performance. So we did ensure that the platform is secured enough and it is performing well. And I ended up creating a 320 pages solution architecture document for this one. So it was 2002, then I started as a trainee. I started my career in Cibal CRM as a CSU, and then I got allocated to different groups such as PSS, CSU CRM first, and then my career progressed as basically as a principal solution architect and now enterprise architect. I was part of a small team, then I took more responsibility, then I managed or led some of the teams, and then basically after 2011 I managed the end-to-end architecture of the whole implementation itself. When we migrated from old to new system, we built a solution such a way that customer is not impacted. That means when customer is on the call, he was able to continuously use his services. He even didn't understood that something is happening in the background. So that was the seamless migration we did one by one. Even he didn't lost his balances as well during the migration. And these are the common problems when the customer migration happens between these systems, basically between the charging systems. And the key part is, and this was unofficially acknowledged by some of the technology men, implementation what Tech Mahindra did and the solution what I had created, or I had a team of almost 12 architects with me, and whatever solution we had created, such complex project was implemented in 18 months of time. The key problem for the customer were a couple of, there is technological constraint as well as the business constraint. Now, what is the technological constraint was the end of life product. They had been using that this platform for long, and the business constraint is the customization problem, that anytime they want to implement something, it is customization required. Second is time to market and kind of a hard coding which was required. So that there was another problem was regarding the technology was the throughput kind of, so the performance from the configuration, from the business continuity, from the basically achieving the time to market and all that. Now we started this implementation and we ensured that the customer requirements are met first. What does that mean? That my existing customer should not be impacted, plus I should be able to attract the new customers. Now, because of that, what happened is they were able to launch few of the plans, and currently those plans are in market as well. This was an existing system. We are migrating the existing system. There were almost 70 plus integration touch points, and also via the middleware. Now, first part is we started with the platform architecture. That means for on-premise architecture, how we want to do it, whether we need a disaster recovery solution, whether we need the high available. So we implemented the 99.999% available solution. So this was the biggest achievement, and I think that is never done for any of the prepared system yet. We had a solution design phase, wherein we derived all the end-to-end flows, like a buy journey, then the change journey, then the prepaid recharge journey. All these journeys we defined. We discussed with the individual components. We agreed on the specification, and we implemented that. Now, then there were different testing cycles and all that. There was also a consideration of security and the performance. So we did ensure that the platform is secured enough and it is performing well. So we almost tested the platform for 16,000 TPS, transactions per second, and it was successfully achieved. All the security and vulnerability testing was done, and it was successfully implemented. And I ended up creating a 320 pages solution architecture document for this one. The first improvement from the customer perspective was the availability of the system. That was 99.999%. Now, apart from that, the other improvement was the response time of the APIs. It was well within milliseconds for the highest peak time as well. Okay. From the end customer perspective, the improvement was they were able to get the endless data plans. Now it is in India, that's fine. But when we started implementing, there was no concept of endless data plan in the in that geography. They were able to launch the endless data plan and also the other features like data bank. That was also a feature which was not available in the existing outgoing system. Even at the airport, when you get out of the airport, these guys offered a very well deal with a 50% discount for 1 month, which is very good. Now, this kind of offering would not have been possible with the old platform, but new platform has enabled to offer this and change the perception of the customer. I think IT will continue, but whoever is get accustomed to the new technologies and make himself available or make himself flexible, plus upskill him, that person would be able to sustain. See, IT won't go away because IT is the backbone of each and everything right now. The only thing I will say is anything comes, face it. Don't run away. That's it. And just face it positively. See, I would like to tell them that you won't get the results like this. Sometimes you have to wait for it. So there is a saying that as you sow shall you reap, right? So the way you invest in yourself or the way you look at the things, it will come back to you.